Hello, hello, and welcome back. It's been a while. It's been 12, 13 days. In the future, I expect to put a video out every probably 10 to 14 days. No longer than 2 weeks, hopefully. I have been busy doing other things. I haven't got around to adding any English pronunciation videos at all, but I will. I must also say a lot of the videos will be old videos from the first week of April. There might be a couple even older. But pay attention. You'll see at the top there is the time stamp with the seconds and the minutes. Ignore that because there is long periods or hours where he might not be on camera and I'm sleeping or busy and he's sleeping. So I cut that out. I cut the parts out so you will see the time jump and not be proper. So the top time is not proper. It's only proper at the time. If you see him, it's proper at the time. But then you'll see him in another part seconds later, and the time will change because that may be hours later where the camera's picked him up again and the time is different. So I'm cutting out the parts where it's a waste of time for you to watch nothing. So this middle ladder, I take it out. He struggles with it, being he's a dwarf with short legs. He's not using the way I intended it to be. The side by his fresh vegetables there, he was able to use that to get up onto the roof of his house, which would lead him to the other end where there's more food and water, and it was a table in front of his wheel. The steep side there was for when he was coming back from his wheel, coming up the pathway in front of this house there with the blue dish. Then he could climb up. But it's really not good for him to go down. Anyway, he wasn't using the going down anyway. He was going underground, through his house underground to come out at the other end. But in this video, he did. And he had a hard time with it. So I take that out. I'm in my lounging house coat. You will see my video, my arm reach in and out, adding some bedding. You will see he's moving underground, and you will see the bedding move shortly, in a few minutes. I don't want to put more bedding in there and pat it down and put the layers building it up until he moves out of the way. And he does. I wait for him. And then when he is out of the way, then I will add more. And then he comes back while I'm adding more. So you will see movement. Doing other things, but I have to get into that today as well, or tomorrow. So ignore the time stamp. Always ignore the time up there. I've taken that out in future videos that you won't see probably till summer. I have so many of the ones from April, early April yet to put out. So this video is about taking that ladder out, the middle one, adding some more bedding at that time, so that if he was to fall or jump from the top of the treehouse and get lazy and not use the ladder or go through the hole to each level to get down, like he does when he goes in, or walk off onto the hideaway house with the hole in it. That's a large, thick birch tree branch that I bought from Amazon, and it's called a hideaway. It's got seeds and mixed small pieces of freeze-dried fruit. He walks onto that, takes a snack, jumps down from there, only 4.5 inches, because I have deep bedding there up to the hole. But he chooses to jump sometimes off the rooftop and daredevil. And like I said in the previous video, I did not know he was doing that until I caught him on film, and I didn't see it till much later. So today in this video, it's about him eating, him going in the sand bath and going underground into his middle house that you don't see on this camera. It's on camera 2, but I didn't splice the 2 cameras together in this video. So you're only seeing close-up shots of half of his home. This is only half of the terrarium, not even half. And it's just the close-up shots of him. So what we have in his dish, it looks like a lot of food, but it's not. He takes what he wants. I have to put a larger piece of romaine lettuce because sometimes he likes the darker part, the whiter part, the yellow. I let him choose. The carrots. Sometimes if he doesn't get any sweets at all, he likes the sweeter center of the carrot that I steam. All vegetables are steamed, but they're still slightly crunchy. The broccoli, sometimes he likes a little bit of the stem behind the flowers, sometimes just the flowers. And that is why sometimes he likes the stale part of a piece of good quality gluten-free bread, sometimes the crust, because it has chia seeds or sesame seeds in it. I let him choose. The rest I throw out. So he doesn't get overfed. It looks like I give him too much, but no, I just let him choose, then I take it away. And he has 3 water dishes, one in the water house, the blue dish there, and at the other end as well, he has another dish. And that is because he has 6 homes. 5, 6 homes? Yeah. He has the bath. It's cool. He likes to lay in and rest. It's cool. The black house there. The underground one by the vegetables, the ceramic house. He has this big tall tree house. He has that hideaway there. He could put stuffing in there and hide there. He has underground 2 more homes at the other end. So he likes to keep moving every few days, sometimes a week, in each home. He wants to mark his territory and put his scent in each and every home. Because if there is any predators out there, they won't try to take over his home. He's saying, I own these. They are occupied with my scent. So he likes to move around, and I'm sure he enjoys it. It's like you and I, going to a hotel, different hotel. We've moved. We have a different bedroom, a different layout. And same with him, he's having fun. So you're going to see me with my lounging gown. I decide to add just my arm. It reaches in the terrarium and adds more bedding. I do not want to keep adding the bedding because he just wakes up and he decides to tunnel from the vegetables and he's underground. I take the dish away, the ladder away. I put a different ladder in there. I put fresh water in his water house. So you will see my arm reach in later in the day. You'll see the video will go really bright. And like I said, that's another part of the day. So the time, you can't go by the time. I take and cut pieces of the video out. And when he does come back, while I'm putting some bedding in there, in a moment you will see, I stop the camera. Well, I don't stop the camera. I stop adding bedding. And I leave and I come back. So there we go. I leave and I come back. He's still doing it. So I have to leave and come back. So the time is not correct at the top ever. So I decided to start adding it somewhere else, and I pat it down. My house coat there, flopping in your way of your eyes, trying to see him. And my house coat sleeve, the baggy sleeve, has taken up a lot of the camera space. So I leave and I come back. I'm waiting for him to disappear so that I don't want to pat down. I can add it, but I don't want to pat it down while he's under there, his tunnel. But I'm adding more, so I can also make it so that his house is not so far from the top if he was to fall or jump and get lazy and not use the ladders. He wouldn't have enough time to do a somersault and maybe sprain an ankle or a neck if he was to jump or fall off of the roof of the treehouse. But like I said before, I ended up taking it and laying it on its back anyway. Days later, and I moved it to the far end right back corner, laying down on its back with the plexiglass now back in it. Here it's not in it. The plexiglass is taken out. So I raised the bedding, so if he jumps off the waterhouse table, it's not so far. If he jumps off the roof, gets lazy and doesn't use the end where the treehouse there is with the seeds, just to walk off the end onto it and then jump down from there, or he doesn't want to use the ladder, then he's got a higher level of fluff there. Now notice the ladder right there. That is the ladder. I ended up having to take that away, the little ladder in front of the house that I just added in this video. But weeks later, when I was going through the videos, that's when I found out he fell to the right of the ladder and he almost hit it from the roof. The dish was moved back in the middle and he was trying to go around it and he fell and just missed the edge of that ladder. He was lucky. I know he's a hamster and he can be safe, like mice jump 3-4 feet and they're totally safe throughout their life, but it only takes once to get hurt. So we're at the end of the video and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time. Take care.